We're still live here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. I am Daphne Cristobal, your courtside reporter for game number 4, and I welcome you to Quick Set, where we give you the latest updates about your favorite teams or players, only here at Shakeys Super League. Saturday game day, and sobrang nakaka-excite talaga ang mga nangyari for today because as early as 10 o'clock a.m., the San Sebastian Lady Stags won against the AYAC Lady Generals. And for our second game, nanalo nga ang Perpetual Help Lady Altas against Mapua Lady Cardinals. And just an hour ago, Ateneo Blue Eagles dominated JRU Lady Bombers in 3 straight sets. And of course, up next is the NU Lady Bulldogs against the Arellano Lady Chiefs. But for now, let us all watch this impact plays of the week.
Shout out to the NU legend and her school up next after this match. And that time, a block by Dolorito.
Yes, single block by Dolorito. Talagang hindi niya iniwan yung spiker na yon. Binantayang mabuti.
And now it's match point for LPU. There by Almirante. Another chance, they go back to Coronel. Smart play!
Smart play. You know, as a setter, you really have to have the brains, and Julia Coronel surely has that.
Ang nakakatuwa doon, nagkasabay pa tayo, Richie. And that's this group play of the set is gone.
That timeout. Bustrillo with a hammer. It's Bustrillo's time at this part of the match. Performing really excellently when it...
But led by Dolly Versosa, surprising the NCAA. But meanwhile, look at that hit coming from Alinsug.
And there we have it, the former juniors UAAP MVP finally making a name for herself in the collegiate. The Lady Spikers with an exclamation point. That is Angel Canino. Well, looking at her attack, nakita mo how talaga she aims to get more points for her.
Those were spectacular plays coming from various schools and players. Makikita mo talaga yung kanilang heart and passion in playing volleyball. So, saan nga ba natin mapapanood ang ating games? Well, you may catch us through our live stream channels. That's at My Plus Network on Facebook and Plus Network 2020 on YouTube. Ganon din naman sa Shaky Super League on Facebook and on TikTok, and Shaky's PH for our Facebook page. Para naman sa ating mga audiences na hindi makakanood ngayon, we're not, because the next day broadcast of the games will be aired on IBC 13 on Free TV and Solder Sports on cable. The matches of the Shaky Super League will also be aired in all Shaky's branches, so you can enjoy good food with exciting volleyball action. Para naman sa ating mga fans, well guys, ito na ang time para mag-shine kayo. Well, you have a chance to be featured here sa Quick Set. Ang kailangan nyo lang gawin ay follow these steps. Make a short video. Bakit ba yun ang favorite team or player ninyo? Post the video on Facebook, TikTok, or on Instagram. Syempre, wag nyong kakalimutan, itag ang Plus Network social media accounts at Plus Network on Facebook and on TikTok, and My Plus Network on Instagram. Of course, we are moments away of the most awaited match ngayong araw. Well, before we turn it over to our panel, up next is the UAP Season 84 Women's Volleyball Champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs, against the former NCAA champion, the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
It's the final game of our quadruple header here at the historic Rizal Memorial Coliseum for day number 6 of the Shaky Super League. Earlier on, Ateneo defeated JRU, and now it's time for the other two teams of Pool C to square off as the three-time NCAA champions, the Arellano Lady Chiefs, will take on the reigning and defending UAP Season 84 champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network digital platforms and also the Shaky Super League Facebook page. Ken and Richie once again. And of course, Richie, higher stakes given na Ateneo won in their matchup earlier.
Yes, and it's a great match we have today as the UAAP defending champions are ready to continue their long streak of victories. The Arellano Lady Chiefs are now hoping to gain their second win and lessen the chances of them falling in the bottom two teams for Pool C.
So let's see yung kanilang placing sa ating team standings as we start off our Shakeys pre-huddle of the game. We see here NU and Arellano pretty much in the hunt for that top two spots.
You know, the Lady Bulldogs showed marvelous plays last game where their adjustments of faster plays and even better blockings was shown in their last performance, not to mention Vanji Alunsog, the former UAAP Juniors MVP, introducing herself to collegiate volleyball.
So very crucial for either of these teams to win this match, especially nanalo nga yung Ateneo kanina. Meanwhile, Arellano coming off a bounce-back win, reasserting their mastery over the JRU Lady Bombers.
You know, winning and fighting is not something new for the Arellano Lady Chiefs because they did have a 3-time championship title, as you said, Ken, and it's crucial that they bring that same energy in this match. And as you can see from the stats, they led to victory for mostly their attack points, but also commending a great performance regarding their blocking and 8 commendable service aces.
And you know, one of the girls that really stepped up para dito kay Coach Obet Javier was none other than Laika Tudlasan, rising to the occasion, making her presence felt here.
You know, Laika Tudlasan is a very reliable player for a rookie for the Lady Chiefs, where she gained her points from the service line, and not to mention the presence she had in her attacking as well.
So tingnan natin kung mauulit niya yung kanyang performance o higitan pa. Meanwhile, we turn you over naman dito sa NU Lady Bulldogs, coming off an impressive debut game, coming off the Australia trip kung saan 8 days sila doon. Parang walang nangyari dahil talagang tinalo nila itong JRU. Although JRU had their moments in the first set, Ces Robles, Bella Belen only played in that first set dahil nga yung second stringers itong NU really powerful para dito sa Lady Bulldogs.
You know, speaking about that second stringers, with Coach Carl strategically mixing up his players, all his players performed well and together gained their first win for the Shakeys Super League. Last game, Nierva and Joymi Kaganda didn't play as they sat down and let their other teammates dominate in the previous game. I'm excited to see what new thing the Lady Bulldogs has in store for us in this match.
And you see on your screens, Vanji Alinsog finally arriving here at the Shaky Super League, the Cebuana, announcing her entry with a superb performance.
You know, Vanji Alunsog proved that she can perform like a veteran even in her rookie year. She even played maturely and effectively showed that she was effective wherever you placed her or set her up inside the court. A very memorable 8-pointer, for in the last game.
So let's see if she could follow up with another big game today against Arellano. So tungo na tayo sa ating Shaky Super League tournament format. Of course, our point system in effect here. Of course, if you win 4 or 5 sets, you earn 3 points. Or actually, 3 or 4 sets rather, you'll earn 3 points. Pag 5-setter yan, 2 points. Kung matalo ka naman, pero by 5 sets, meron ka pa rin 1 point. But of course, if you lose by 3 or 4 sets, you won't garner any point for that match. Meanwhile, for our tournament format, of course, binanggit natin, top 2 teams papasok in the next round. Pero ano ba ang mangyayari once that happens? Of course, the top 2 teams from Pools A and C will be grouped into Pool E. Samantala naman yung top 2 teams from Pools B and D will be grouped into Pool F. Results of the matches with other qualified teams from the preliminary round will be carried over. So yung FEU and DLSU, hindi na yan magtatapat. So after another round robin, the 8 teams will battle in the crossover quarterfinals, and all games from the quarterfinals, semifinals at finals, puro knockout matches po yan. So dapat tuhayan po yan. And of course, sa mga hindi pa pala rin at maka-advance sa ating next round, meron pa silang final match against teams from the other pools. So the teams that finish third from pools A and B will face each other, as well as the 4th and 5th placers from those same pools. Sa pool C and D naman, ganun din, but only the 3rd and 4th placers dahil nga tig-apat lang sila sa pools na yun. So let's see kung sino yung mga teams na makakabilang dyan. So, of course, Bella Belen, ready to go para dito sa NU Lady Bulldogs. They will take on the 3-time champions in the NCAA, the Arellano Lady Chiefs. So, NU versus Arellano in just a bit. Don't go away.
Continue with intense volleyball action here at the Shaky Super League 2022 Preseason Championship. Let's meet our teams for today's final game, starting with the National University Lady Bulldogs. Team captain number 7, Cesc Robles. First libero number 9, Jen Yerba. Number 2, Renee Mabilang. Number 4, Bella Belen. Number 6, Vangeline Sug. Number 8, Sheena. Adante. Number 2, Mia Dino. Number 4, Janice Montag. Number 6, Momeng Padillon. Number 7, Laika Tudlasan. Number 9, Nicole Boksasuman. Number 10, Donna Paralejas. Number 11, Dudes Batindaan. Number 14, Pauline de Guzman. Number 19, Robbie Matawaran. Number 24, Haram Ceballos. And second libero is number 8, Alona Agikla. Here are the team officials for today's game. First referee, Jasper Jimenez, national referee. Second referee, Ellie De Jesus, national referee. for both teams. The starting lineup for Arellano University Lady Chiefs. Number 2, Mia Dino. Number 6, Momeng Padillon. Number 9, Boxasuman. Number 10, Donna Peralejas. Number 11, Dudes Batindaan. Number 13, team captain Trina Abay. And their libero is number 5, Cherry Cuenca. Head coach for the Lady Chiefs is Roberto Rama Javier. And now, here's the starting lineup for the National University Lady Bulldogs. Number 4, Bella Belen. Number 7, team captain Ces Robles. Number 8, Sheena Toring. Number 10, Nix Mata. Number 12, Eliza Solomon. Number 18, Joymi Cagande. Their libero is number 9, Jen Hierba. Head coach for the Lady Bulldogs is Carl Di Maculangan. This is match number 28.
Starting 6 ready for both teams. As you see here for Arellano, the returning Nicole Sasuman. Returning here para dito kay Coach Obe Javier, as well as Mia Dino, Padillon, Donalyn Paralejas, Batindaan, Trina Abay, their team captain, and Cuenca is their starting libero. Samantala naman, almost same starting 6 for NU with the exception of Lamina, not suited up here for Coach Carl Di Maculangan. And Jen Mierva naman ang magbabalik as the starting libero para dito sa Lady Bulldogs. As we're underway here, set number 1. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And it's really important, Richie, for Arellano to have a good start here.
Yes, that's true, especially if NU is already showing that their attacks are very efficient.
An efficient attack like that one, courtesy of Sheena Turing to open things up here.
And a great set by Joymi Cagande, finally joining us here in the Shaky Super League.
And here she is with that serve. And ang ganda naman ng sagot nitong Lady Chiefs.
Yes, great placement right in the middle of the court. Nakita yata ng Lady Chiefs na medyo naka-back na yung defensive system ng NU.
Interesting matchup sa setter position. Ito naman si Donalyn Paralejas. And also later on, we'll probably see Casey Adante, one of the emerging setters for Arellano. Meanwhile, Trina Abay, good attack from the middle. Robles, denied! And you know, that's one of the good things dito sa Arellano. They actually number 1 in terms of blocking. Look ang NCAA.
Oh, wow. And to think that they're not that tall of a team.
But you know, Trina Abay, last year din, si Amay Donato, who's graduated already, really forming a pillar para dito kay Coach Obet.
Yes, that's true. And as Trina Abay is your captain and a middle blocker, it's good that she leads her team, especially in the net, going against a very attacking team.
And we asked for a great start para dito sa Arellano. So far, 3-1 lamang sila dito. Another good serve. Solomon from the left, off the block, it drops.
That was amazing. Even if the ball was a bit farther from the net, she still powered through that attack.
No problem, kahit dalaway blocker doon. Eliza Solomon delivering. Ces Robles, hailing from Iloilo City, which has produced players like Abby Maranyo, Jen Casugod, Aisa Maizo Pontillas.
Oh, miscommunication coming from the Lady Chiefs. Very unfortunate errors.
And a service ace for the team captain of NU. And this serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Tying things up at 3 apiece.
Very effective when it comes to serving itong si Princess Robles.
Back set. Padillon. Belen using her left hand.
Ooh, a risky set from Joymi Cagande all the way from the other side of the court, but enough time for Bella Belen to properly time herself for that attack.
And this group A of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. So grabbing the lead now is the Lady Bulldogs. Fresh off UAP Season 84, winning that championship.
Unfortunate error. Nakita mo na hiningi talaga ni Gina Aba yun kay Pareliejas. Pero medyo nabitin lang sila sa communication kung kailan papasok yung attacker.
So yun yung mga kailangan nilang bawasan. Those unforced errors.
Yes, it's so important that you have a connection with your spiker, especially being a quick, especially as a quicker. And another great serve coming from Princess Robles.
Service ace once again.
You know, these are the easiest points. It's best that you lead the team, that you lead your score with service aces.
And when you look at Cess Robles, she's not even that tall, but really effective as a spiker for Coach Carl.
You know, I think she really is a power hitter when it comes to that. Like, yes, she is not that tall, but very powerful.
The ring is one tall girl who could hit. And she does it from the middle. So itong Arellano, after leading by 2, bumawi naman ng NU with 6 unanswered points to
Yes.
grab a 4-point lead here.
And you see how Joymi Kaganda really fed that to the ring.
And a good serve. Miadinho with a dig. Siya na rin ang papalo from the back.
Great first ball.
Solomon from the right, this time converting once again.
Towering over her blockers at that point.
And look at the extension there by Alyssa Solomon, no problem.
And nakita mo rin na medyo na-late yung blockers ng Arellano that time.
First technical timeout, pagbabalik po kami.
You're still watching Shakeys Super League. Main setter Camila Mina will be staying on the sidelines for now after experiencing minor back pain. Few days ago during their weights training, she struggled in doing deadlifts. For now, her coaches wanted her to recuperate, kaya no guarantee if she can play tomorrow in their game against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Let us see if other setters could step up in today's game. Ken and Richie.
Thank you, Daphne. Interesting development sa panig ng NU Lady Bulldogs, but so far, di nila siya kailangan dahil NU surging ahead here. 8 straight points after trailing by 2.
You see that beautiful block by Bella Belen.
And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
You know, regarding that report from Mikey, when you say about setters and filling in big shoes, I don't think Joy Mikagande has any problem filling in those shoes because she was the first setter for the NU Lady Bulldogs when she was in high school.
That's right. But meanwhile, good reply there by Box Sasuman. I see here, elevating and detonating.
And even if she had blockers like right in front of her, she knew how to drive that ball to a place where there were no receivers.
Sheena Turing sa gitna ulit. And so far has been unstoppable. Take a look once again at that spike of the set brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. 10 serving 4.
Great first ball.
Dino with a good first ball there. Medyo nagkagulo doon ng NU.
But still able to get that point. Proper placement lang pala ang kailangan ng NU for that point.
Alyssa Solomon, natawa na lang doon. Alam niya, medyo nakaisa siya doon.
Medyo nag-adjust na lang siya doon.
You could see Ateneo watching intently from the back.
Preparing for their game tomorrow against the UAAP defending champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs.
And a service ace.
Sheena Turing really gaining her points for this match.
Kaya napa-timeout na dito si Coach Obet Napier. Pakinggan natin siya.
Tinitingnan yung mga mahinang tao eh. Hindi naman ganun katred yung nasa gitna. So bakit ka pa pumupunta sa gilid-gilid? Dalawang malaki nasa gilid eh. Dumiskarte ka na matino. Nawawala na nga ito. Mawawalan ka pa ng diskarte. Ano nang mangyayari sa ano natin yan?
You know, coming off from that instructions by Coach Obet, you know, when you come across a team as tall as the NU Lady Bulldogs, kailangan mo talaga diskartehan. Especially if you're a setter, you really have to look at your blockers and do it play by play.
So far, Sheena Turing, a thorn on the side of Arellano. Chance here, Belen.
And there we have our MVP with that powerful attack. Straight to the floor.
Cross court.
That was a great angle from her as well. Yun yung mga mahirap kunin kasi hindi mo alam kung saan nakatapat yung bola eh. Ay, yung kamay ng attacker.
Dino sends it over, but Alyssa Solomon towering over the defense.
You know, from her attacks, you really see that, yeah, she is towering, but the power in that attack as well. You see her approach, her form, very A+.
And now it's a double-digit margin for NU. Kanina lang lumamang yung Arellano by 2 points, but it has been a 13-1 run.
You know, in the previous game of NU, medyo nangangapa pa sila eh. Pero now you see that they are coming off from a great start for this first match.
Let's see if Arellano could capitalize. Trina Abay does!
Ooh, great find by Trina Abay. Medyo hinabol na siya ng set dun, no? Nagaling pa sa likod, but she was able to spike that ball very efficiently for her team.
Trina Abay from Bacolod City, the city of smiles. Only started playing volleyball at the age of 15 years old.
Wow, pretty late.
But right now, one of the key cogs for Arellano, but Alyssa Solomon with a hammer there.
And again, the exact same outcome from Alyssa Solomon.
Solomon and Turing have been lethal so far.
You know, I agree, Ken. Especially with the height advantage she has.
And you know, Arellano, kanina binanggit ko, #1 in blocking. Hirap na hirap sila dito so far. Patindaan sends it over. Belen from the left, no problem.
Finding that angle of a down the line spike to zone 1.
Bella Belen giving NU an 11-point lead, 16-5 as we head into our second technical timeout. Back with us here as NU and JRU magkatunggali ngayong gabi in our final game of our quadruple header. And Richie, so far dominant display here by NU.
Yes, that's very true. Dominating in their attacks. Very light energy coming from the Lady Bulldogs.
One of the big reasons why is this girl, Alyssa Solomon. Those booming hits from the right flank. Paralejas, quick set, Batindaan. Dug up well there by NU, Belen. Paralejas, punta sa likod. Chance ball for NU. They go back to Belen, and why not?
That was an opening for Belen for that hammer down. You know, nakita mo, medyo nalito yung blocker niya eh.
Going crazy over that hit, and this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries.
You know, attacks
Order now.
Sorry, you know that those attacks really uplifts the confidence even more for the Lady Bulldogs.
A dozen lead here for NU. And Nicole Sasuman with her second point.
You know, Sasuman really performed also in the games in the Shaky Super League, and you know, that's what they need, a great first ball and a good play.
But right now, papalitan muna siya dito as well as Paralejas and Patindaan. Laika Tudlasan now in, as well as Patawaran and Casey Adante.
You know, these two teams are coming up from both wins, right?
That's right. Arellano conquering JRU, while NU as well tinalo ang JRU just last week. Mata with a quick hit.
You know, filling in the shoes for Ivy Laxina. This girl is a very promising player for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
If you mentioned that, we covered actually that NU JRU game. Binanggit ko talaga ito si Mata will be ipapalit para dito kay Ivy Laxina. Meanwhile, Bella Belen, medyo natatawa ako kasi naalala mo yung serve niya nung ano.
Actually, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But that time, sabi niya, relax lang kayo.
Hindi na daw mauulit yun.
Hindi na daw mauulit yun. Siguro nga kulang lang sa tulog, sa kain.
Yes, that was a very early game. But you know that she's very efficient in the service line.
The rookie MVP showing her stuff. Again with a good serve.
And a great save by the Arellano Lady Chiefs at that point.
Says Robles this time.
A great off the block attack from Cesc Robles, using the blocker's hands to gain that point.
And Padillon will be replaced by Janice Manuntag. Their team trailing by 14 points, 20-6. Bella Belen, of course, the rookie MVP noong nakaraang UAP season 84. Adante, puntak itudlasan, and that is out.
Oh, unfortunate because that set was beautiful. Coming from the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
Perhaps Arellano thinking too much, kaya naman timeout ulit sila dito. Pakinggan natin siya.
Natin yung pasa, yarat lang muna natin yung score. Ulitin ko, wala mangyayari kung hindi tayo gagalaw. Sila na nagkocontrol, hinahayaan nyo sila mag-control eh. Unang palo mo, huwag ka manggigil, kapay mo muna, ilagay mo muna yung bola. Kita-kita nagigigil ka eh. Pumasa ka, tinanggal ko yan dahil walang pasa. Pumasa ka, ikaw ang tinatarget ng bola.
Tara, salita!
You know, from that timeout, what I got was, pareho lang kayo. Like, sila, I mean, kanina when we talked to Coach Obet, sabi niya Abay, sorry, pareho lang kayo ng kinakain, pareho lang kayo ng binubuga, pareho lang kayo nagtitraining, so equal dapat kayo. And coming from that timeout, sabi niya na parang kinokontrol na kayo ng NU, and you shouldn't let that happen.
Right now, the biggest lead so far, 15 points. But Belen that time with a service error.
Yes. Great timeout also from Coach Obet. Breaking that momentum Belen had in the service line.
Mia Dino, one of the veterans, also won a championship with Coach Obet Javier. Good serve. Cagante! Quick 1-2 play.
You know, that was a great first ball by Jan Yerva. But that was a smarter move by Joymi Caganda to drop that right in the middle of the court.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&D Milk Tea. Order now. 22-7. And you're on the verge of grabbing set number 1. Chance here for the Lady Bulldogs. They go to Robles. Corner hit works.
Beautiful attack coming from the team captain, Princess Robles, finding that spot in zone 5. Almost hitting the line, actually. You know, those are the attacks that are hard to read.
2 points away. 23-7. Good first ball, Radinho, Adante. Punta siya dito kay Manuntag. Gagante naman to Robles.
Great defense. Sayang lang na hindi umabot.
Just too much sauce there, says Robles. Bringing now NU to set point. Let's see if they could finish things off here in the set number 1. You know, makikita mo yung NU really doing good on their serves. But that time, Manuntag.
Oh, but great effort from Bella Belen trying to get that ball.
But Janice Manuntag with an impressive hit. NU so far tripling itong Arellano. 24-8. Matawaran now at the service line. Yerva with the first ball. Nagkalituhan doon. So chance ball dito sa mga naka-gray. Trina Abay obliges there.
And she did the exact same thing she did earlier this set. Really showing that she's efficient inside the court. You know, minsan, even if your attack isn't that strong or power dips lang yan, pare-pareho lang eh. Because 1 point is equivalent to 1 point in volleyball.
Balasori missed there, giving the point and the set to NU. Dominant display here, 25-9 here in set number 1. Back with us here, the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for NU versus JRU. As we see here, the NU Lady Bulldogs and our faces of the game. Yung mga naglaro lang kanina, si Naz versus Trixie Gohol and Tere Manalo from Mapua Lady Cardinals. Those faces of our game is brought to you by Shakeys. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Unfortunately, losing in straight sets against Perpetual, but right now, NU dominating so far here in set number 1, Richie.
You know, the first set really showed basic volleyball excellence was displayed, starting off with a great delivery of first balls from our libero, Jan Yerba, to Joymi Cagande, where she was able to produce amazing attacks from all of her spikers, such as team captain Robles, Solomon, Turing, and of course, MVP Bella Belen.
Actually, Arellano led 3-1 early on, but 8 straight points by NU and they never looked back. Bella Belen, as always, very reliable, very lethal. See here the numbers here in set number 1.
Yes, and you see NU dominating the number of attacks they have, especially with their plays. You can also see that they are above in aces and blocks.
So they won set number 1, 25-9. Talking about the NU Lady Bulldogs. And set number 2, panibagong mukha ulit for both squads. And malamang makikita natin dito, that girl, Vanji Alinsud, who was superb nung nakalabay nila yung JRU Lady Bombers. Tudlasan as well inside for Coach Obe Javier, as well as Pauline de Guzman, Janice Manuntag, and Casey Adante. Cham Maaya also had a good performance. But meanwhile, we turn you over to Daphne Cristobal for this report. Daphne?
Sipag, yan ang puhunan ni Vangie Alinsog sa paglalaro ng volleyball, just like her idol Eliza Valdez. She shared with me that ever since she started playing volleyball at the age of 7, it was really Eliza whom she was looking up to. With the help of her 4-time appearance in palarong pambansa representing Central Visayas, we can expect Vangie to establish her own name while showcasing her skills to contribute to her ates. Less errors and more improvement now coming from Vangie each game. Now let us see more of her powerful hits in this game. Ken and Richie.
Thank you, Daphne. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set 2 underway as Elarina opens up the scoring with that tip there.
You know, I think a common thing for the Lady NU Bulldogs is that they really tower over their opponents when it comes to height.
So NU on the board, 1-0. Cham Maaya was also splendid. From Cavite, itong si Minerva Maaya. They call her Cham. Cute nickname mo.
Cham. Cute but monster inside the court.
That's right. Pangilinan sends it over. Chance here for Arellano.
Great adjustment with that attack.
Mabilangan sets up Pangilinan once again. Tudlasan. Great rally we're seeing so far, and it ends with an Arellano point.
You know, it's important that they maintain the strong start for the Arellano Lady Chiefs. Kasi kanina naman, nakakasabay naman sila for the first how many points. Naiwanan na lang talaga yung medyo nawalan sila ng gana sa loob ng court. They have to uplift their energy inside the court.
Here comes the jump serve for Tudlasan.
Beautiful serve.
Block there by Arellano. Alinsog off speed. Adante, quick 1-2!
That was a beautiful play by Adante. Wow!
I'm telling you, this girl, first game pa lang nung NCAA as a rookie, was really solid para dito sa Arellano.
Very promising. And when we talked to her a while ago, parang very vibrant energy. And that's what you need coming from a setter.
Another good jump serve. Oh, it's out.
Oh, missed by inches.
Oh, sayang. Almost but not quite for Laika Tudlasan. So we're tied at 2 apiece. Jazz Elarina now serving. Hailing from Bulacan. Adante, pumunta kay Manuntag, and that's short.
Unfortunate error, lalo na kung ganun kalayo yung set sa net. Medyo mahirap na ipa-long ball na sure kang mapasok pa sa kabilang court yun.
Free serving 2. NU once again with the lead.
No, sharp serve.
Manuntag tips it over. Chance here for NU. They go back row. And why not?
And if you heard that attack, medyo mali yung pagka-palo dun. But still gained the point.
We're actually seeing also the first appearance. Ito si Mirtel Escandar, who scores from the back. So it's 4-2 NU. Of course, NU finished 14-0 in the elimination round to advance straight to the finals, capped off a historic season by sweeping De La Salle and winning their first championship in the last 65 years. And looking to go back-to-back in the upcoming UAP season 85.
You know, when I spoke to them in the previous game, actually, their first goal is to maintain the championship, to maintain that eagerness to win every single game.
That's really hard to do, especially if lagi ka na nanalo, hindi ka natatalo, much like nung prior season nila.
Yes, that's very true. And it's important that they're resilient to whatever happens inside the court and in their games.
Alinsog sending it over. Adante, back set to Ceballos.
You know what I like about Adante? Sabi niya sa akin kanina, tiwala lang na iangat niyo lang yung bola, ako na yung bahala. And that's the role of a setter na even if yung first ball mo medyo off, dapat hinahabol mo talaga. That it's your job to deliver a great set for your spikers to do.
Showing maturity beyond her years, but meanwhile, Alinsog showing us why she was the MVP of the match last time out.
I love how she went in without the set coming from the setter pa lang. Like the amount of trust you have on your setter if you go in for that fast play.
Former UAP Season 82 Finals MVP. And actually was also the season MVP kung daw nagkakamali. Tama ba?
Wow. That's impressive for a rookie.
6-5 NU. Arellano scoring there. Vanji. Easy over. Let's see if Arellano could capitalize. Mabilangan. Goes back to Escandar. Ceballos was there. Manuntag. Cross court. Mabilangan. This time in the middle. Ganda ng mga dig so far ni Ceballos. But that time, sayang yun.
Medyo nahirapan siya mag-adjust doon. No, you see her trying to twist her body to face the net, pero medyo kinapos lang siya nung napalo niya na yung bola.
Saan layo niya sa net eh? That's really a tough angle to work with if you're like a Tudlasan.
No, especially if you're right-handed spiker coming from the utility side. Mahirap talaga mag-adjust kung ganun na yung set.
Service error for NU. So Arellano so far keeping in step, only down by a point. Whereas Arellano won 3 straight championships. NCAA season 92, 93, 94. Saan nila napunta yung kampyonato nun? With the likes of Regine Arocha.
That was a beautiful set by Casey Adante.
Mabilangan with a tip. Good rally so far. Mabilangan back to Maaya and it's short.
Oh, that was just a little bit too low for a set. Yun yung mga mahirap eh. Pag mababa na yung set sa'yo, tapos nakataas na yung kamay mo. The adjustment you have to do is very hard.
When this unit entered the floor, nung kalaban nila JRU, they won it 25-6.
Wow.
Diba? Nung kinover natin yun eh. But this time around, tabla tayo dito, 7-all.
You know, it really shows how deep your bench can be, especially with the Shakeys all-to-play rule where everyone is given a chance to play.
But NU up 8-7 here. We'll take pause for a break.
You're still watching Shakeys Super League. Young and fearless like a Tudlasan is one of the rookie players who can surely contribute to the Arellano Lady Chiefs. All the way from Cebu, this 18-year-old rookie feels homesick at times but diverts her attention to enjoying and improving in volleyball. Not like the others, she started playing in her 9th grade and had no prior exposure brought by the pandemic. Kaya she thought that there would be no opportunities for her, but it was Mapua and Arellano who opened their doors. Let us see more of her passion here in set number 2. Back to the panel.
And right on cue, Daphne, like a Tudlasan scoring once again.
You really see how she really powered through that attack, even though her blockers were towering over her. Medyo malakas na lang talaga itong si Laika Tudlasan.
Alam mo yung laban nila ng JRU? she was listed as only having 7 points, but it felt like she had more. Given yung performance niya doon, yung impact in that win.
You know, it's true that minsan you're not scoring the most points, but your presence inside the court, because you also help in receiving, your presence inside the court, your leadership, and sometimes that's how we see and that's how we find the best player to give the MVP of the match to.
Here comes the jump serve from Iskandar. Tudlasan with a reply.
Really showing quality minutes here. Laika Tudlasan was very powerful in that attack. And you see her coming in the middle of the court and not in the open side.
Cebuana delivering once again. Tabla ulit tayo, 9-all. Alinsog.
Great adjustment by Vanji Alinsog.
It's actually the battle of Cebuanas here. Taglasan versus Alinsog. But meanwhile, the tall trees of NU,
That was an umbrella block. There's no way there was access to the NU Lady Bulldogs side.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
I love how the Arellano Lady Chiefs just laughed at it.
And I also love how the NU Lady Bulldogs naisayaw dun sa monster block na yun.
Yes, the energy inside this court right now.
So 10-9, NU make that 11-9.
And another block point. See, this is where you see how established your blockings are and how effective your blocking system is.
Look at that monster block once again. Sana makunan ng camera sila sumasayaw mamaya. Tignan natin. But meanwhile, Cham Maaya back at the service line. Adante sets up Tudlasan in the middle.
You know, this combination of Adante and Tudlasan is really working well for the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
Both young girls, of course. Casey Adante entering into her sophomore season. Tudlasan, rookie pa lang. Actually, hindi pa nga nagsusuit up ito sa NCAA. So, let's see with the jump serve once again. But it's too strong.
Nabati mo na naman, Ken.
Hindi na ako hihirit, no? But nonetheless, this girl has shown flashes of brilliance for Coach Obet Javier.
You know, and I think she really shows maturity inside the court as well. Like, as a rookie, she knows how to listen to her ates inside the court. Kanina nga, yung tinanong ko siya, like, ano mindset mo sa loob ng court? Kanya, wala, pakita ko lang talaga, tiwala lang sa isa't isa na kaya natin to, kaya natin lumaban. You know, not expecting a win, but the experience I'm gonna have today will give me the best for the future.
Mabilangan, tipsy rin.
That was an easy point for Mabilangan.
Nakita niya, regalo eh. So, yun, akin na to. And that cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Evangeline Sog, let's see if she could do damage from the service line. And she does there. So ay halong swerte na rin. 14 serving 11. Vanji Alinsog. What do you love most about her game, Richie?
You know, I think it's her young energy. But, I don't know, parang ang light niya maglaro. And she really just enjoys her game.
Saka pag makita mo siya, parang she has it all figured out already, even though she's just a rookie.
Yun nga, maturity talaga inside the court.
Right now, NU padding on to that lead. 3 straight points.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful serve.
At hindi na nga nabalik yung Arellano, yung kanyang serve. Service ace there.
Yeah, those are the hardest kinds of serves. Yung jump serve na paikot-ikot. It feels like an attack.
5-point lead for NU, 16-11.
Babae ako at hindi babae lang. It's raining gold yesterday when the NU Lady Bulldogs met Olympic gold medalist Miss Heidelin Diaz. During the big event yesterday, Miss Heidelin shared her roller coaster journey while empowering female athletes. Jennifer Nierva shared with me some of her key takeaways, which is the sacrifice needed in order to achieve greater things. She realized the importance of discipline and how female athletes could break stereotypes. That's all for now. Back to the panel.
Of course, Heidelin Diaz bringing up the very first gold medal for the Philippines.
Oh,
And
she will forever be iconic to me.
That's right.
And to the whole Philippines, at that matter.
Winning it in Japan, of all places. Meanwhile, NU surging ahead here, 5 straight points.
You know, exactly what we were talking about, Vanji Alunsog being very mature inside the court. Nakita mo na kahit after timeout, she was still able to keep her momentum in the service area.
And here she is from the back row. De Guzman once again, that time, she's successful.
Yes, a successful off-the-block attack for that matter.
Take a look once again at that wind-up and the finish for the third-year player. Incoming third-year player for Arellano.
You know, I like na parang wala silang takot, no? Like even when you have a great blocking team such as the NU Lady Bulldogs, like they really come in full force. And that's exactly what we need from the Arellano Lady Chiefs right now.
Paralejas as well as Boksasuman, pinasok na dito. Mabilangan. Goes to Escandar. Paralejas. Manuntag with a hit. Escandar.
Great.
Sayang.
Sayang, ang ganda na ng depensa nun eh.
Pero hindi nahabol doon ni Donalyn Paralejas. Take a look once again here. Escandar. Actually, I thought Manuntag could have gotten that ball had she turned around quickly. Kasi siya yung malapit dun eh.
Yes, that's true. But it's a rule in volleyball that setters always run for the second ball. Yes, you know, but what they could have done there was communication. Kasi,
Well, nag-uusap dapat eh, no?
yes. I mean, if nahihirapan na yung setter mo humabol and you see her coming from from the other side of the court, it's important that you also help out each other.
Right now, Arellano only down by 5. Make that 6 with that error.
Unfortunate error kasi nakita mo yung approach niya, very explosive na medyo mali lang yung tama ni Laika doon.
Mabilangan serving. NU up by 6 points. Trying to grab another set here.
Great placement of a serve though.
Mabilangan goes to Escandar.
That was a beautiful set. See, this is where we see the fast plays of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Sabi nga ni Coach kanina na may nadagdag na kakaibang mga set pero it's important that they execute it.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Lahat talaga for NU contributing. Ito nga si Escandar, ngayon ko lang nakita, but so far, doing damage as well as Cham Maaya.
You know, and that's a good thing about the Shakeys Super League all-to-play rule is that you really get the best out of all of your players.
And you get them in extended action. Here, especially here, second set, second stringers tong mga to. Who could easily be first 6 on any other team.
Exactly. And it's great exposure for all of them to have experience inside the court because, you know, you can be a great player, you can be skillful, you can be skillfully gifted. Pero it's the experience and the maturity you have inside the court that will really set you apart from any other strong player.
Trina Abay trying to right the ship for Arellano. Pau de Guzman, who had an impressive 19 points, stepping up off the bench Yung nakalaban nila nung JRU in the NCAA. But meanwhile,
Beautiful
look at that
play.
hit.
You know, I have to commend the first ball also. Kasi tingnan mo, medyo ang baba na ng bigay ng first ball. I mean, pinabilis at saka mabilis din yung set. And it was a perfect attack to cover that play.
And this cool play of the set is brought to you by RNB Milk Tea. Order now. Boku sa Suman through the block.
Beautiful set as well. You know, if your blockers are towering, it's important that you really power through that attack.
Double substitution here. Casey Adante trying to make good on her serves. Like you mentioned, setters usually magaling mag-serve.
Yes, very true.
And
You know, it's your only form of attacking, other than drop balls, of course, but it's your...
Alinsog! Sorry, napasigaw ako doon. Grabe kasi yung hit na yun ni Vanji Alinsog.
No.
Look at that wind-up and the finish.
Look at that approach and flight. And the power in that attack, it was a perfect attack.
Let's listen in to a Coach Obet of Year timeout.
Magpakita mo na mag-react ka lang ng konti. Tapos alarin na kagad sa gilid. Hindi ka naka-ready. Ha? Ibaga mo lang, makapa mo lang yung bola, mapapagal mo yung bola, malaking bagay na yun. Ha? Huwag mong bibitawan, huwag mong bibitawan. Pwede bang umangat yan? Pwede ba tayo manalo dyan kung gustuin natin?
Yun na nga, Ken, wag bibitaw. You know, they came in this game knowing that they're going up against the defending champions of the UAAP. Pero sabi nga nila, no, na mag-enjoy ka lang, gawin mo yung kailangan mong gawin. Kasi pinag-trainingan natin yan eh. So, wala dapat bibitaw kasi pare-pareho lang tayo.
And this is still a salvageable lead. Only 6 points. Although 3 points away na itong NU from grabbing set number 2. The long way to go still. But that won't help their cause. Attack error there para dito. Actually,
You know, what I noticed dito sa Arellano Lady Chiefs, no, medyo yung sets nila malalayo na sa net. Kasi mahirap, if you are against a good blocking team, mahirap na if dikit yung bola mo, tapos sure na ma-umbrella block ng NU yung atake nila.
kaya nila abutin eh.
Yes.
Si Balos challenging that single block and she emerges victorious there.
Oh, but great effort from the Lady Bulldogs as well. Dalawa silang nagbato ng katawan para lang ma-save yung bola na yun.
But you can see Arellano, basta maka-execute sila ng maayos, they're coming up with huge plays here.
Yes, that's very true. You know, if they are given free balls, they are able to execute and deliver.
Mabilangan, goes to Alinsog through the block.
That was just too much power for Vanji Alinsog.
And now it's set point for NU. Take a look once again at that impressive hit from the Cebuana.
You know, this girl is crazy. She's not that tall, as we said before, but wow, I'm speechless. Actually, kanina may sinasabi nga ako, pero hindi ko na natuloy kasi ang ganda nung atake niya. Napatulala ako dun.
And that single block there by Erin Pangalinan works as NU grabs set number 2 here, 25-17 as they now lead by 2-0. Take a look once again at that block of the set, brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. 2 sets down and set number 3 in just a bit. Don't go away.
what team are you rooting for?
NU po.
NU, so meron ba kayong particular player na sinusuportahan?
Si Belen po.
Belen, o parinig naman kami ng isang cheer for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
NU, let's go! NU, let's go! NU, let's go!
Ayan, once again, our Shaky super fans of the game. Back to the panel.
And those were our Shaky super fans of the game, brought to you by Shaky Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set 2 was much closer para dito sa Arellano, although they still lost that set because of this girl, Vanji Alinsog, once again showing her stuff here. But
You know, performing with outstanding attacks and also commendable first balls and defense. Not to mention all the points she gained from the service line, and also acknowledging also Yarina showing us how she towers and powers through those attacks.
look at that hit there by Vanji Alinsog, punctuating set number 2. As we take a look at some of the numbers here, Richie.
You know, medyo same lang sila ng attacks ng Arellano at saka NU, no? Pero you see that the blocking system, the defense that comes from the blocks of the Lady Bulldogs really set them apart from the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
Time now for set number 3 here. Lamang dito ang NU, 2 sets to none. As we're live here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, Trina Abay trying to will her team, the team captain on her last play here. Joy Mecagante, very impressive so far. Tandaan natin, hindi maglalaro dito si Camille Lamina. As this set is brought to you by Shaky Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. But Joy Micagante has been superb in the first set.
You know, she's delivering very well, I think, because she's very familiar also with her spikers now. Medyo matagal na rin sila magkakasama na to eh.
And kita mo yung mga accessories sa tuhod. That's because she has injured her ACL thrice already.
Oh,
And the
wow.
very first time was back in UAP Season 81 in their very first game against FEU. But right now, doing a splendid job as NU draws first blood here. Very tactical, very smart setter for Coach Carl de Maculangan. And the second time down na na-injure niya yung ACL niya, yung practice game against CSB, matagal na rin daw yun.
Oh, very unfortunate of ACL yan, no? That's the worst nightmare for any volleyball player or any athlete, for that matter.
But meanwhile, see here the block of the set brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. A picture of resilience. Itong si Joyme Cagante. Cuenca. Easy over here. Chance for NU to mount an attack once again. And they do via that Oh, it's outside. I was about to say NU nakascore ulit, but that time, just too much.
Oh, that would have been so beautiful. That play was perfectly executed. Yung ending lang talaga yung mali.
Almost, but not quite there. So Arellano scoring here.
Oh, lucky break. Medyo tumama yun sa ulo, ah.
But chance ball here for NU.
You know, that's what the Arellano Lady Chiefs has to lessen, giving NU free balls, chance balls, because it's no doubt that they're gonna perform well.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Warner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Free serving one. Jump serve muli.
Ooh, powerful
Kay
serve.
Escandar. Trina Abay just too strong there.
Medyo hinati niya yung pagka-contact niya dun sa bola, kaya nag-outside yun eh.
Si Escandar ngayon lang din natin nakita, but so far really impressive. And makikita mo sa lineup nitong NU, wala talagang tapon eh. All of them really contributing well.
You know, that's when you know a system is good and effective if even your second stringers or your third stringers perform well.
Badge Alinsog scoring once again. And it leads to a Coach Obe timeout. Let's listen in.
Wala tayong pinapasa. Automatic, pag wala tayong pinasa, sige sila papalo. Wala na nga tayong pinapasa, hindi pa natin ma-organize yung block na ibabaw. So naman, kita-kita, lumiyat, paliyat pa lang yung spike yan, nakayuko ka na. Lalong hindi mo madidepensahan yan, nagtatago ka na eh.
You know, going against a really powerful attacking team, kailangan buo yung loob mo sa court na hindi ka dapat matakot. And that's exactly what Coach Obet Javier here is saying, na huwag kang matakot.
Of course, Coach Obe Javier steered his team to the finals in 6 of the last 7 seasons. A service error here for NU. And now it's Mia Dino's time to serve. One of the reliable open hitters ni Coach Obe Javier from Malabon City. Alinsog. At alam, bawat palo ni Alinsog, parang walang sagot itong Arellano so far.
You know, more often than not, every time she is given a set, like kahit off pa yung set, ang galing niya mag-adjust ng bola. Tingnan mo, medyo iba yung approach na dun sa bola, but she was still able to get that point.
6 serving 2, Cham Maaya serving. Look of focus here. At that time, service error. So Arellano down by 3 points. Of course, finished 7-2 in the elimination round of the NCAA Season 97. Won against JRU in the step ladder semifinals in 4 sets before getting swept in the finals by CSB. Erin Pangilinan from the right side.
That was just a free spike for her, knowing that she didn't have a blocker, and to cut that angle kung saan walang tao sa defensive system ng Arellano.
Erin Pangilinan, former team captain ng juniors team ng Nazareth School of NU. Chance here once again for NU. From the back they go. That time, it is outside. So Arellano given chances here. Let's see if they can convert. Boku Sasuman. And that time clipping the net. And we head into our first technical timeout. NU up 8-4 here in set number 3. See here our matches tomorrow. EAC will take on the UST Golden Tigresses at 12:30. It's the Adamson Lady Falcons against LPU. At 3 p.m. San Beda will take on UP. And in our main game, it's the NU Lady Bulldogs taking on the Ateneo Blue Eagles. But right now, NU, kalaban dito ang Arellano University Lady Chiefs. Currently up here in the set, 8-4. Trying to close out this match. Alinsog with another powerful jump serve. Dino.
A little off in the angle there for Dino.
And Dino will be subbed out in favor of Ceballos. it's 9 serving 4. Adante, puntak yung patawaran, and she obliges there.
Well, that's exactly what the Arellano Lady Chiefs need, the first ball. Kanina pa nga sinasabi ni Coach Oben Javier na doon tayo magsisimula maka-atake, makakuha ng points if may first ball tayo. Kasi kailangan natin i-deliver yun sa setter para makagawa ng play.
Gagante sets up Bata there.
Towering over her blockers. And her blocker was actually a bit late sa timing doon, no? See, as you can see, medyo late siya ng just 1 second actually. Pero if natapatan niya yun, I'm sure if the set, because the set was a bit too near, mabablock niya yun.
Unfortunate for Arellano, trailing here by 5 points, 10-5. Adante. Punta kay Ceballos.
Towering over that block.
So the substitution so far working well. Instant offense para dito kay Harem Ceballos.
You know, I like how Adante is also setting the ball far from the net, knowing that her blockers are very tall.
Gagante sets up Escandar. Let's see. Maaya takes it. She's blocked. Escandar once again. Great pickup job there by Manuntag.
And we have a rally here, Ken.
From the back is Alinsug. Adante, who will she go to? She goes to Ceballos.
And the ball is still alive. Oh.
And persistence face off para dito sa Lady Chiefs. Ginaga nila and nakaputos pa sila doon in the end. Minsan yan yung mga kailangan mong gawin eh.
Yes, and that point was special for the Lady Chiefs, of course. Kasi yung mga points na ganun, yung mga pinaghihirapan mo talaga pag naka-rally ka, yun yung mag-uplift ng confidence mo sa loob ng court. But as you can see, broken by the Lady Bulldogs yung momentum na yun.
Courtesy of that hammer of Myrtle Escandar.
You know, like you said, parang ngayon mo lang siya nakita, pero grabe din yung mga piner-perform ng mga bench players ni Coach Carl Di Maculangan.
Abay doesn't get the ball over.
Medyo mababa na yung bola dun.
Nahirapan na doon si Trina Abay, of course, the team captain. Serving 7. Joy Micagante now at the service line. The lefty with a good serve. Abay blocked there by Baaya.
But good coverage from the Lady Chiefs.
Chance here for NU. They go back set dito kay Erin Pangilinan.
You know, this girl is very promising, performing well also in their past games. That perfect spot in zone number 5.
Donna Paralejas, pinasok na dito in favor of Casey Adante. Paralejas sets up Ceballos. Alinsog from the back. Great hustle there by Paralejas. Sayang yun kasi naregaluhan na sana itong Arellano but unable to capitalize there.
Oh, I think we have a problem here with Gina Abay approaching our referee.
He's contesting the call. Kasi sabi niya yata overreaching itong NU. Obviously not happy with the call. Going to our first referee, si Mr. Jimenez. And of course, our second referee is Mr. Eli De Jesus. Both national referees here. Take a look once again. What do you think, Richie?
I think she really went in for the block. Oh, good ball. Yes. So it shouldn't be counted as a first
As
touch.
an error.
Yes.
But nonetheless,
For that point.
And it's outside. Point goes to Arellano University.
Yes, and I have to commend that even though they are 2 sets down, the Arellano Lady Chiefs remain to have the same energy of being happy inside the court. You know, sabi nga nila, walang mawawala sa'yo if nag-enjoy ka maglaro.
Because Arellano really used to winning in the NCAA. At that time, Erin Pangilinan just too much.
You know, what I Pangilinan, like her spikes don't really have that much spin, pero it really powers through because dinidiin niya talaga yung palo niya.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. 15-8 NU. Make that 15-9 via that service error. First Arellano won 3 straight championships like we mentioned earlier. Combination play works. Erin Pangilinan.
Again, for the 3rd time in the past, how many minutes, she has been contributing to her squad's points.
Maaya faking off the defenders. At ito naman si Erin Pangilinan scoring there. 16-9. Well, actually, it's only 15-9. So they actually nullified yung error kanina ni Trina Abay. But that time it's a service ace. And now we head into our second technical timeout. NU up 16-9. Back with us here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum as this fun family pizza of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Enjoying the action between NU and Arellano. Of course, NU, the defending UAP Season 84 Women's Volleyball Champions. On the verge of grabbing their second win.
And the lucky hit there for Sasuman.
Actually, si Sasuman, nung first set, medyo maganda rin yung performance niya, building off on that.
Can you see how she adjusted her body to get that angle for that attack?
One of their leading scorers this past season. Pagante goes to Alinsog. Paralejas goes back to Boku. And that time, she is blocked. Take a look once again at the block of the set. Brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Mapilangan and Elarina will be fielded back in for Erin Pangilinan and Joy Mecagante. Rene Mabilangan is from Laguna. Was a former team captain of the girls team ng Perpetual Help. Combination play and it works. Boku Sasuman not backing down here.
Yes, and you know what I noticed with the Arellano Lady Chiefs? Na pag may first ball, nakakagawa sila ng play. And it's really effective because more often than not, they score the point with their plays.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Alinsog from the right. Good rally we're seeing so far. And once again, it's Vanji Alinsog. Arellano trailing by 7 points. And you know, NU fans really love that Vangeline Sug has been getting some extra burn here sa Shaky Super League.
You know, it's important that ibabad na siya ni Coach Carl Di Makulangan ngayon pa lang in collegiate volleyball. Kasi iba din naman talaga yung laro kapag nasa college ka na, no? And they're gonna need that if they're gonna use her, if they're gonna utilize her in the coming UAAP season.
And this girl na ngayon lang natin nakita, si Myrtle Escanlar.
Medyo madaming nagpapakilala ngayon, not only for the NU Bulldogs but for most of our teams here in the Shaky Super League.
Of course, we mentioned kanina si Laika Tudlasan had her moments, especially in the second set. Pau de Guzman. That time, it's an error against NU. You know, this is one girl na I feel like has a lot to show off. Ito si Pau de Guzman ng Arellano.
Yes, that's very true.
Has been hampered by injuries nung kanyang season. But that time, NU surging ahead here by 8 points. Let's listen in to Coach Obet Javier.
Kita yung setter nila, nagpalit ng dalawa, ang setter nila nasa likod. Kanina naman, wala naman iba eh. Talagang tayo talaga yun. Ang ano ko lang, para sabi ko, para ang namamasyal, hindi mo inoobserban yung nangyayari sa kapila. Backline na rin setter, tatlo yung spiker, tatlo yung blocker kanina nung pumalo tayo eh. So bakit mo sinabayan yung setter? O ulitin ko, babalik ka, tatlo yung spiker, tatlo ka, tatlo.
You know, coming off from that time out from Coach Obet Javier, yun nga, observe muna. Because, you know, volleyball is a mind game and it's important to be mindful of your opponent because you need to know how to react to their moves as well.
And you 5 points away from securing this match and win number 2. Unless Arellano has another fight back in them. Let's see here. Mata now serving. Alinsog with the first ball. Goes to Maaya. This time from the back, Elerina. Back set rather. Ceballos. Escanlar once again delivering.
This girl is introducing herself today because wow, I'm actually speechless. Wala akong masabi because it was just so perfect.
Did not suit up in their match against JRU, but right now, sizzling hot here. Pau with a good first ball. Pero hindi nila na-convert. Oh, actually they do.
Luckily, that hit the line.
Good hit there by Ceballos. Robbie Matawaran. Her team trailing by 8 points. Back set, Elarina.
That was just an open attack for Elerina. And you know, given her height advantage, it's very easy for her to hammer that ball down. And that
Look
was
at
a beautiful
that.
set too.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. As Jazz Elarina skying over the net. Paralejas. Punta kay Ceballos. Escanlar again. Good dig there. Trina Abay still fighting, still clawing back.
You know, that's what a leader really possesses na kahit ganito yung score, no? Parang sobrang energetic niya pa yan that really has to fight and be aggressive for every point.
You know, etong Arellano, win or lose, You gotta give it to them kasi they're totally outgunned. But talagang lumalaban pa din eh.
Yes, and you know, sa amount of players that we talked to a while ago, the common thing they had was they're gonna show up and they're gonna give up a good fight for, of course, the fans and for their coach.
What do you think they could take away from this experience, talking about itong Lady Chiefs?
You know, they said na it's a learning experience for them, this game, especially going up against the NU Lady Bulldogs. Sabi nila na they want to take away lessons from their mistakes and, of course, kung ano naging effective sa kanila going up against a really strong team. And they can use that in the upcoming NCAA season. Sabi nga ni Coach Obet Javier kanina, no, na they just have to enjoy because this is a good opportunity for them to learn.
It brings us to match point here. Actually, it goes both ways. UAP also really thrilled to face off some of the NCAA teams for the very first time. And that punctuates this game. Service ace para dito kay Myrtle Escanlar. As NU once again, almost flawless. Winning this in straight sets. Arellano, nothing to be ashamed of, bowing out in this tournament with a 1-2 record. Samantala, NU will join Ateneo at 2-0 as the top two teams in Pool C. 25-9, 25-17, and 25-14. We'll pause for a break. We'll be right back. Back with us here as NU obliterating Arellano 25-9, 25-17, and 25-14 as we now present you our MVP of the match, and it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Sino bang napili mo dyan, para dyan, Richie?
You know, the girl that impressed me the most was Escanlar, as she really introduced herself in this game. Quality minutes in their game where most of the times she hit the ball accumulated to a point for her team. Her explosive attacks remain to be a force to be reckoned with. Very powerful and memorable attacks and hits coming from this young girl. Not to leave out her efficiency.
Our MVP of the match, Myrtle Escanlar. So congratulations, Myrtle.
Thank you po.
So ano yung naging mindset mo coming into this game, knowing na ito yung first game mo sa collegiate leagues?
For me po, ang sobrang kinabahan po ako. So ang mindset ko po, coming here, kasama po mga teammates ko, yung punta po namin dito, pinaghirapan po talaga namin ito. And punta ko dito po, sabi ko po, enjoy lang po ako, enjoy lang po kami, kasama po mga ates ko. And yun po, ibigay po namin yung lahat po.
Okay, so ano naman yung mga natutunan mo in today's game na dadalhin mo for tomorrow against Ateneo Blue Eagles?
Trust, siguro po para sa akin po, trust more into our system po at mas mag-execute po according sa system na tinuro po sa amin ng coaches po namin.
Okay, Myrtle, baka naman may gusto kang pasalamatan or batiin.
I thank my Heavenly Father for this opportunity to play the game that I love and enjoy along with such amazing ates and such passionate and patient coaches. Thank you din sa family ko back at home sa Negros, sa Calvary. Thank you po sa pag-support nyo at sa pag-pray nyo po para sa amin always. Thank you po.
Ayan, Myrtle, congratulations! Pa-pizza ka naman! So you'll be receiving some gifts from Shakeys. Once again, congratulations, Myrtle, and to the rest of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Daphne. The 19-year-old introducing herself here sa Shakey Super League as we take a look at some of the highlights here in set number 1. Actually, Arellano led early on 3-1, but 8 straight points by NU, and they never turned back here, Richie.
You know, and I really have to give it to Joymi Cagande actually for performing well and filling in the shoes of an absentee setter. We have Aslamina is not playing with us, but you see that they delivered with beautiful attacks and perfectly executed plays.
Really setting the tone and winning that set 25-9. Pagdating ng set number 2, medyo nakatigit etong JRU. Even 12-11 lang ang kalamangan ng NU doon, but the Lady Bulldogs just exerting dominance here. You saw there Myrtle Escanlar as well as Vanji Alinsog. Lethal combination there. Pagdating ng set number 3, NU still showing its stuff. Erin Pangilinan also contributing. Si Sibalos at si Sasuman, di rin naman nagpauli for Arellano as well as Trina Abay. But Erin Pangilinan, Vanji Alinsog, Cham Maaya, and of course, our MVP of the match, si Myrtle Escanlar. Just too much para dito sa Arellano University as the NU Lady Bulldogs pull it off once again, 25-9. 25-17 and 25-14. As we take a look at some of the numbers here, Richie.
Continuously, the NU Lady Bulldogs really dominated in their attacks, and that's all thanks to the setter and the first ball, and of course, the compilation of the attacks from all of our spikers from the Lady Bulldogs.
And of course, we'll have more games again bukas. Dito ulit sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum at 10 a.m. It's EAC against UST. At 12:30 p.m., it will be the Adamsons Lady Falcons going up against the LPU Lady Pirates. At 3 p.m., it's the San Beda Red Spikers going up against the UP Fighting Maroons. And at 5:30 p.m., the much anticipated matchup between the NU Lady Bulldogs and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. So that does it for our coverage for tonight. On behalf of Daphne Cristobal, Richie Cordero, and our hard-working production crew, Ken Pangilinan saying good night and kita-kits mulit bukas dito sa Shaky Super League. All to play!